Welcome to a very spooky episode of Random As Toons. In today's episode, we will be watching Summerween
From Gravity Falls.
For
the record, that's the first time I've ever seen Gravity Falls.
Yes, this is
and I loved it.
Mitch's first outing into the wonderful Disney world of Gravity Falls. Now, we know that this is nowhere near Halloween at this point in time of recording.
This is long overdue.
It's long overdue due to certain unfortunate events that are happening throughout the world at the moment. We weren't able to record, but we're back now. So we are demanding we have our Nightmare Before Christmas moment, and we're celebrating Halloween in Christmas.
Candy.
With candy. You better be nice to the candy and eat all of it.
I always do.
Now, in today's episode, we are covering Gravity Falls, which follows Dipper and Mabel and their Uncle Stan. Now, Dipper and Mabel were going trick-or-treating because in Gravity Falls they celebrate Halloween twice a year. They have the second one, which is the one we're watching today, during the summer. Now,
hence Summerween.
Yes. However, there is an evil demonic creature which
who in no way resembles Slender Man
and No Face from the Studio Ghibli film Spirited Away.
Mm-hmm.
He is a candy creature who devours
the souls of the innocent,
the souls of the ungrateful children who throw away the
horrible candy,
the off-brand candy. And so he basically forces them to get him. I can't remember how many pieces.
500
was it 500 pieces of candy? By the time the last jack-o'-lantern goes out, if they don't, he gets to eat them.
Yes.
So
seems quite straightforward, really.
So Maple, her two friends, their friend Zeus, who works for Uncle Stan, and Dipper have to go and get 500 pieces of candy.
I'm relying on you for
by the end of the name. I know. I am remembering them.
Yeah.
While this is happening, the little side plot is that Uncle Stan is trying to terrify the children of the neighborhood, like the tormented adult that he is.
Because Halloween is all about being pure evil.
Yeah, and if he can't make money out of it, he's gonna rip into you.
Oh yes.
Because if there's two things that he likes, one is money, two is scaring the shit out of people.
Sounds like my kind of guy.
Yes, he's a fun guy. There's these two children who keep coming to the door asking for candy, and they're not fazed by anything that he tries
to torment them in a variety of ways.
And so he tries putting a pig, the Maple's pet pig, I can't remember the pig's name.
I don't know.
Under his shirt and making the pig rip out.
Yeah, just face.
There's been a lot of that in some of the episodes we've been watching today.
And one of them, his face melts to reveal a skull.
Yeah, one of his face melts.
Then he pulls his guts out.
He pulls his guts out.
That were sausages.
It was just sausages.
Yeah.
While all that's happening, they finally, Dipper and maybe one of their friends, finally managed to get 499 pieces.
Yeah.
However, before they managed to get the last piece, Dipper's friends drive past to stop them from seeing that he's trick-or-treating with his sister.
He hides the candy. He's in a wheelbarrow.
He pushes the candy in a wheelbarrow out into a bush, along with his costume, to hide the fact that he's trick-or-treating. It works, however, when Maple sees him and questions him about it, he goes to pull out the wheelbarrow, but the wheelbarrow had fallen into like a little ravine and into water. Yeah. Just as the creature emerges yet again, and as all of the lanterns start to go out
one by one.
Yeah, so they are in a panic trying to to stop the last jack-o'-lantern from going out. And guess who has it? My favourite character in the whole series. Oh man, MacGuffin! Yeah, you're gonna have to watch the series, dude. He is literally a MacGuffin of that series.
I might pick up the whole series.
Yeah, he is a really fun. He is on Disney Plus, but yeah. So he basically gives it to them rather resentfully.
But they kind of nick it off him.
Yeah, they
really.
basically steal off of him, and he is like an insane old
MacGuffin.
miner. Yeah,
He's an insane MacGuffin.
they all sigh of relief, and they blow the candle out.
Yeah.
So they all have to rush somewhere to hide. They go to a convenience store, the same one they went to at the very beginning of the episode, and just stole a load of Halloween stuff, which I love because they just threw a smoke bomb down.
It's like, here's a buck.
Yeah,
What do you call it? A stand buck?
No, he throws the smoke bomb down, runs out, and then he leaves a stand buck.
That's the one.
Which
yeah.
is just like a piece of paper with one stand dollar.
I hate Halloween. Summerween, she says.
Yeah.
I hate Summerween.
I think it has like I'm not good for this money either on the bottom.
Yeah, something like that. Hey,
yeah.
She's honest.
So what the creature catches up with them inside the store and has kind of blocking them inside.
Yeah.
So they decide to dress up as creatures to try and get out. It doesn't work. Zeus.
They nearly did succeed.
They nearly succeed, but Zeus is very stupid. Yes. He's not the brightest guy. There's this little Halloween skull candy musical thing that he kept pressing at the very beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
Because it made him laugh. He tried to press it again at this point in the story, but it didn't make a noise because the woman had took the batteries out. So, because this is Zeus, he had to hear the sound, so he opened up a pair of batteries and put the batteries in the skull to hear the laugh. And even as he's being eaten, he keeps pressing the bloody skull down.
Idiot.
So all the kids decide they've had enough of running. We're going to take him down. So they grab all these Halloween...
Zeus has been eaten, by the way.
Zeus has been eaten alive.
Zeus has been eaten alive by the monster.
But there's more later. So all the kids grab these like toy weapons, like axes, swords, a scythe, a mace.
All sorts of things.
Yeah, and they just kind of smack at this creature. Is then they realise that there's something off about it. Because one of them gets some of its body in its mouth, like a little flick of it, and it turns out the creature is the
manifestation of
all the off-brand disused candy that just gets left at the bottom of the bin and trash. And as he's revealing that to them, he suddenly starts to feel a strange feeling in his stomach. As Zeus bursts out of his chest like a xenomorph.
Eating him.
Yeah, eating the candy monster from inside out.
I am now alive.
Yeah, and as he does so, the creature's getting all teary-eyed because all he ever wanted was for somebody to eat his candy because
that's all he wanted.
Yeah, because essentially he was unwanted candy, so he just wanted to be wanted.
Yeah.
Zeus doesn't really care. He's just like, that's kind of awkward. I'm still going to eat though. And he just carries on eating.
I'm still going to eat.
It's like, yeah, that's kind of weird. So, do you guys want some? No, you can have it. As they come back to the house, they before they come back to the house, the two kids come back that were trying to get the candy off of Stan. Stan had given up at this point and decided to take a shower. Now, Stan is a very old man.
Yes.
Now, these two kids decided to walk in, and they walked on him in the shower. And
that scared them.
It scared them so much they ran.
And they dropped their candy outside the door.
Yes, they did. They ran for their lives. Which made Stan very happy because
he still got it.
Because he gets to keep the candy, and he scared the kids, but he didn't purposely mean to do that. He didn't know they were there.
It still counts.
But it still counts.
It still counts.
So yeah, it was quite a nice episode. Like they kind of and they wrapped it all up at the end. And then
Zeus at the end. And then I ate a man alive tonight.
Yeah, Zeus just drops a bomb at the end, like, so I ate a man today. And then they just kind of will look at you like,
Yeah, that sounds
did,
about right.
did he? Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
That sounds about right.
So that was Gravity Falls Summerween. What do you think of that?
I liked
Of
it.
our Nightmare Before Christmas of an episode.
I kind of liked it.
You kind of
I've
liked
heard
it.
good things about Gravity Falls, but I've never gone round to actually watching it.
Okay.
So I think that's a pretty good first episode to start on with.
I think if this video does really well, and we get enough people liking the video, and enough people watch it,
I'd watch the whole series.
I think we might have to. Maybe in the some point in the new year, we'll have to start watching Gravity Falls.
I will.
Even if it's just the best episode, we'll have to start watching it.
Yeah.
I love this episode. It's one of those episodes that I love because of how dark and twisted it is, without having to go to the length of like Rick and Morty or Over the Garden Wall.
It's just there and
It's like I love the creature because it moves so much like a spider when it's got legs out, but then when it hasn't got its like arms and legs like a spider, it moves like Slender Man, like kind of
very loose.
Very loose and elongated,
fluid and stuff like that. Yeah.
But yeah, that was Gravity Falls Summerween.
How many jack-o'-lanterns would you give it?
No, not jack-o'-lanterns. We're gonna have pigs.
We're gonna do pigs
because in honor of Maple's pig, who is adorable.
Pigs.
That pig is adorable.
I'll give it.
It's the baby.
I'll give it 4.5.
That pig is the baby Yoda of this series.
I'll give it 4.5.
I would give it 5.
You're gonna give it the full 5.
I would give it a full 5. We get to see that pig in a suit. Like I'm not gonna. The pig.
Alright, sign me up for more episodes. Sign me up.
Anyway, thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe because it really helps encourage us to make more.
Yeah.
And if there's anything you want us to review in particular, let us know. We wish you a Merry Christmas on this Halloween episode.